this long.
Okay. So you are, in other words, saying that the government is, doing what it should do for the internally displaced people there.
Yes, they are actually taking care, very good, taking very good care of international people. But the visit to camp, security is not provided. They have work, they have food, they have medical, as well attending to them. And they're actually comfortable there. The problem they have is they are always insisting that there is boredom because these people are also doing in the communities they came from. So they feel somehow idle. They don't have anything to do. They are not sitting, they only sit them and actually they only have part time of just discussing and relating to each other.
All right. What about the National Emergency Management Agency?
Yes, they are actually there. We have the National Emergency Management Agency, both the national and the state level. They are always there. They are the ones providing medical attention. If they have problem of accommodation too, they provide mattresses, they provide mosquito nets and buckets and whatever amenity they actually require. This particular body provides such items to them.
All right, Kolome Dala, many thanks indeed for those updates from Borno State. All right, as I did say, we couldn't expect anything less, really.
Absolutely. I'm indeed a bit of my anger is satiated by the fact that what is said from Borno. And I think that is the minimum that any government should provide its citizens. A bit of convenience, at least to make them feel that you're human beings and then we care about your status. I salute the governor in Borno for doing that, and then maybe with the collaboration with NEMA, it means it can be done. So it's not rocket science. It can be done if we care. It just tells you the way we hold ourselves. It says something that I think a little bit of they could do better, that they're just sitting idle, they're not occupied. If this is a camp, if these are camps designated so, there should be some element of natural normal activities going on. I mean, we see the ones that happen abroad. The kids go to school, they get them occupied. A man can wake up and sit down and wait till night and sleep and wake up again. He does that for 3 months. I mean, it's just not right. Things could be done better. But I think over the years, with the level of emergencies we have, there should be improvement in these things. There shouldn't be a level of stagnation that we are wondering what to do. We are confused as to what is right to do for our people. Do we need people, United Nations, to come and do that for us? With the level that we claim to be? No, that's sad.
All right. All right. We have Aliyu now on the phone. Good morning to you, Aliyu.
Good morning, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. I want to contribute toward this, your discussion.
Okay.
Please, if we consider how the government is dealing with Nigerians, we will see that whatever they are doing, they are trying to show that they don't want to do the election. But what they should realize is, considering the displaced people, and the problem they are in now, the government should forget that they will not vote for something like this government again. Anybody who is in trouble, and the trouble is just neglected, they are in hardship. From our understanding, the government neglects the situation in which these people are. So for government to be dribbling people on how this election is going to be conducted, thinking that there are some Liberians, the people who are in this hardship, they always want to see themselves out of this problem. Why should the government not allow this election to fall so that at least people have their mind? It's unfortunate, whatever.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much for your contribution. Right, Mr. Adedeji, there was a meeting, I think yesterday or the day before yesterday, between INEC,
Service.
security chiefs, and all of that. And INEC chairman, I don't know if you saw the report, walked out. And then wanting the press guys wanted to talk to him, and he was laughing really, and I could perceive some sort of sarcasm in his laughter.
Absolutely, absolutely. You see, you know what Jega is doing, and we must credit him for it. He's making them look like fools. That's what he's doing, because he's making it so obvious that look, it's not my show. I've done the bit that I can do. It's up to them. And then that puts them in a bind. They don't understand these things. Because, you see, when a man is so confused and they have a mind to manipulation, the ability to have reasonable thinking and deep thinking is distant. And that's what it's showing. You know what Jega is doing? You say you give 6 weeks. Well, now we have about 80% close distribution or thereabout. Let's wait and see what you want to do. It's no more in my hands. It's in the hands of those who claim that they won the elections. Let's see what they do.
All right. Yusuf, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Please go ahead with your contribution.
Good morning. How I want to contribute.
Yes,
Please go on.
go ahead.
Yes. What is happening, I think, is that the INEC ought to be an independent. You understand? And therefore, the issue of shifting the election or selecting the day, or selecting the day of election, that has to do with Nigerian military is unfortunate. Because Nigerian military has nothing to do with election. And the internally displaced persons are there in their camp. So the issue of taking them back to their homes or to their places before they elect is automatically uncalled for. Unless if the federal government of Nigeria wants to deceive us and maybe it's intended to shift the election deliberately in order to manipulate the election and not to move. So therefore, my contribution here is that we are calling for the federal government and the DDP to stop interfering into the affairs of INEC.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Very incisive contribution.
Yes. You know, just to add to what he said, I'm sure you would have also read it, that the president summoned Jega, and then Jega had a meeting. You see, these are things that are totally aberrant in very good democratic setting. Would you think in other nations, the president of a nation who has submitted himself for election will be summoning the umpire of the election without the opposition being there? Tell me the fairness that is in that. I hope the international observers are watching this step, because electionary is a process. It is not just the day you vote that is election. What about the processes leading to it? The day of the election, the processes involved in the day, and then the thereafter. If those things are not taken in cognizance and then so recognized, we'll just be deceiving ourselves that we're going through an electionary process. Because I do not see the rationale why the president should be meeting the INEC chairman. For what? Because he has submitted himself to the same electoral process. So can Mr. Buhari call the INEC chairman that I want to have a meeting with you? He can't. So which law permits the president to meet with him, even with what concerns the security chiefs with INEC?
Oh, all right. We have Abdul Karim on the phone. Good morning to you, Abdul Karim.
Good morning.
Yes. Thank you for joining us. Please go ahead with your contribution.
Okay, thank you. You see, let me tell you one thing that is happening in this country. Is very unfortunately, when you have somebody like this man as a president, he's not a president of Nigeria. He's not the president of Nigeria from the day when he got into that office. I can give you an instance of things that are happening. When he came in, Yar'Adua gave the contract of dredging the River Niger. Have you ever sat down to imagine how many people are going to be employed when that thing comes on board? The man came in and cancelled it. That is number one. Number two.
Please, Mr. Abdul Karim. Please, hello, Abdul Karim. Hello, Abdul Karim. Hello, Mr. Abdul Karim. Please, you're talking about the president. Let's address him properly. He is not this man. He is President Goodluck Jonathan. Please. Sorry, please. When we call, we do implore you to address the president appropriately, the way he should be addressed. Thank you very much. Let's choose our words very carefully, because we're talking about the president here. Right, Mr. Adedeji.
Right.
Jega, during one of the meetings with the press, did say very, very emphatically that even on the 14th of February,
they were ready.
That they were ready. Even if the elections took place on the 14th, they were ready. Though there would have been a few challenges here and there, but the elections would have been held and would still have been better than what we had in 2011.
You see, Nigeria is a funny country. It's become a giant theater. You know the Apollo Theater in the U.S.
Okay, just before you respond, we have Oladimeji on the phone. Good morning to you, Oladimeji. Oh, we have lost Oladimeji. Right, please go.
You know, we've become a giant theater of the absurd, the things we do. There is no nation in this world, America with this problem where everybody, you don't need to get a card every time you want to vote. They have the opportunity to go and vote. The last election, they didn't have 50% of the electorate voting. There's no, if you give till next year, we cannot have 100% collection of PVC. Even if we have, you can't have all of them exercising their franchise. The thing is, a nation goes to election as prepared as it is. You may say INEC has not been prepared, but again, somebody said something about the independence of INEC. Have we truly made INEC independent to the extent that they are empowered
perform their job
to perform their job?
All right, let's bring in Fatima at the moment. Okay, Fatima. Sorry, Fatima, for keeping you waiting. Please, if you can, call us back again.
Right. So, what are they saying to us? Jega, look, I said to you, Jega is going to turn out on the long run as the hero of this democracy if truly we eventually have an election. Because he had done, and you see, it's in law, they say, be fair and be seen to be fair. Jega has done his job and he's showing Nigerians that, look, we've done the best we can under the circumstances. Show me any agency of government in Nigeria that can say we perform 90%. There is none. So you can't expect the same thing of INEC. How many of the stumbling blocks have we put in their path deliberately? And then the man has performed and he said, look, we're ready. Let us vote on the 14th and we'll have seen. And then we would have been able to say, no, it wasn't.
Okay,
but,
okay. Let's bring in Said now. Good morning to you, Said. Hello, Said. Good morning.
Hello?
Yes. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Good morning. Please go on with your contribution. Go on. We lost Said again. Right.
So for me, I don't think the blame should be at the doorstep of INEC. They've done the best they could under the circumstances they operate, and they're ready. Is the government ready?
Okay. Is the government ready? Now let's take OC. Let's bring OC in here. Good morning to you, OC. Hello, OC. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, CBC. How are you this morning?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I think we are proud of Jega for what he's doing. What is our concern so much in Taraba is, as we are talking about these displaced people in Yobe, Adamo and Borno, Taraba has a voting strength of 1,370,000 and a little fraction. About 700,000 people are displaced in Taraba from 5 local governments. The local governments are Bali, Brato, Nkari, Ibi, Donga. These people, nobody is talking about them. And out of the voting strength of 1.3 something million, you have 700,000 people that are displaced, most of them adults. Are these people not Nigerians?
If they are Nigerians, what is their crime that they should be completely disenfranchised? We are having praise with Diga and his commitment to a free and fair election in Nigeria. I think INEC will be grossly unfair to these people. They are not displaced because they desire to be displaced. They are displaced because of the failures of the government that is government of the day. They are displaced because government has failed in its responsibility to provide security for the people. They decide to disenfranchise them in addition to their sufferings. That is one. Two, we are assuring Jiga that all Nigerians, all reasonable, responsible Nigerians that are not benefactors to this corrupt government that has ruled this country are in support of a free and fair election where Nigerians will decide who will be their leader. Not a government that a few corrupt people will decide who sit at the table at the end of affairs and steal Nigerian trade and Nigerian resources for their interest. We want a government that children will go to school. I went to a free primary school as a Nigerian. When crude oil was $37 per barrel in the international market. And I was aware, as at that time, we still have oil reserves of $67 billion. Now that we had a point where crude oil was over $130 per barrel, we are having the foreign reserve about 27,000 billion dollars at that thereabout. That is not the kind of Nigeria that we want. We want Nigeria.
All right.
With their eyes closed, without security outside.
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you. Thank you very much. We do apologize for cutting them. There are other callers waiting to call in as well. We thank you very much for your contribution. All right, we have another caller on the phone now. Easy, OC. Good morning to you, OC. Easy, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Please go on. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, go on.
Okay. I'm calling from the plateau. Yeah. You raised a question about the distribution of PVC. Actually, the INEC, hadn't been they did not postpone this election, I think we will have a serious issue because so many of us Nigerians who are eligible to vote, we don't have our PVC. As I'm talking to you now, I don't have my PVC. Up to now, it's not ready. I don't know what is happening. Day before yesterday, that was the day INEC come to our polling unit to distribute the PVC. Out of 591 people, it's only 162 that the PVC are ready. And INEC, I don't know what is going to happen. For us that register, for us that are ready to vote, in just South here, in Dunward, so many people don't have their PVC. I think they do not postpone this election, please, what is going to happen? Are we not Nigerians? Is it not our right to vote?
All right, thank you very much for your contribution. In one of his meetings with the press as well, Jagad did say that the commission is trying as hard as possible to make arrangements for the internally displaced persons within the confines of what the commission can do. Do we see this happening within the period of time that we have?
Truly, it's not that it can happen. I think it can happen if we surely want to make it happen.
Okay, just before you respond, we have Yusuf on the phone. Good morning to you, Yusuf.
Yes, good morning.
Morning.
Oh, sorry. Hello?
Yeah, good morning. Please go on. Good morning. Oh, we have lost Yusuf. Sorry about that. Please, if you can, call us back again.
You know, there's something that I believe. There's nothing you set your mind to do that you cannot achieve. Particularly where there's the wherewithal and there's the economic empowerment. I think INEC can do it. The thing is, you know where the camps of those people are, and then you say to people, set up just a makeshift, and then people can vote. So calling them, if INEC makes up his mind, and then they are so supported. I believe with what Jagger has done that he can. I have no doubt about it at all. But the only problem is the political will to do it. That's just it. I mean, if you hear that the Chief of Army Staff is saying no structures, nothing, Where are the structures for the people living in camps? Even basic amenities? None. And so we're not deceived by all this no political structure. Do you need a political structure for them to vote? I mean, I mentioned Afghanistan, I mentioned Iraq. They had wars. Even Syria,
wars,
full-blown wars. And you may say the election is not acceptable in the international community because of al-Bashar, but they had an election. So what's difficult about this? There's nothing difficult about this if we learn from history. I mean, there'll be people in various situations, even worse, and yet the basic things of life happened. So what is the story about? It's just that we don't have the political will, and I don't think, like Atiku said, that there's any intention, serious intention to have an election. I, sitting here, I'm not confident that we're going to vote on the 28th because I haven't seen the sign. I haven't.
Now, many of the internally displaced people have expressed their real desire to exercise their franchise, to be able to have a say in who becomes their next leader. As we move towards the end of the this segment, what do you think can be done at the moment to just ensure that these people are given the chance to choose the leaders?
In serious countries, when situation...
all right, just before you respond, we'll have Yunusa on the phone now. Good morning to you, Yunusa. Yes, thank you. Go ahead.
I say, honor is given to God whom honor is due. I have to tell you something. That these people are not ready to confront this election. I want to tell Nigeria today that the people are not ready to consult this forthcoming election. And exactly, one, they complain about insecurity. And so we're not. Two, they say that the current leader was not going to be used because it cannot favor them. Three, they complain about coalition of PDC that most of Nigeria has gotten 90% of PDC. All these complaints we had an issue. But is it going to solve the problem? What can solve the problem is that elections should be held on 28th of this month. And people should choose a person who they think is going to bring them from France.
All right, thank you very much. That's all we can take from you. We have other callers online. Fatimo, I understand, is back now on the line from Abuja. Thank you very much, Fatimo, for holding on.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning. Please go on. Go on.
Well, you're doing a good job in your station there.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
My contribution is to just three people. I don't know the work of Internal Affairs Minister, Mr. Boro. I don't know the work of First Lady, because as she told herself, the First Lady in this position, I believe she should be visiting those internally displaced people and try to contribute our own quota to those areas. Number two, the president of this country, I don't know why he's always going to Lagos State. He's supposed to be going to all those places where we have internally displaced people to see how they are faring and know what to do about those people. Number three, Mr. Boro, who is the Internal Affairs Minister, at least, he should be the one giving the president information on what is happening at those centers. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Those are the contributions, sir. The president should stop going to Lagos State and causing problems over there. He should stop going to those areas where we have internally displaced people and talk about them. Then the one should take, the other cannot function very well. The one should take the responsibility for going to those places and providing those alternatives they need to survive in those areas. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Fatima, for your contribution. Fatima made very salient points there.
You know, this country, honestly, is so pathetic that we are in a theater and then we're enjoying it. It's very tragic. It's a tragic comedy for me. Truly, the lady said, Mr. Moro, the internet, most of these ministers are anonymous.